Well, hey, Crescent, as well as other viewers of the channel, Mike Schmicke here for Little Farm on the Hill, taking a little walk. It is pretty warm today. We hit the 40s. It's the 27th of January, 2021, here in Iowa. And as I walk through, you'll notice behind me, I've got a hose on the ground. And I was going to discuss how we take care and water our chickens and ducks through the winter. So let's do that, shall we? So first off, we have water that I filled today. So it's already mucky because, well, we have ducks. Ducks love water. They muck it up. That's just how it goes. Within it, we've got some heaters, and these heating elements are really, really amazing. So they only work when the temperature hits into the freezing area. But otherwise, they will just keep this thawed. Now tonight, probably half of this will be frozen in the morning, except for this part here. This will be thawed. Whereas this tank, so I've got a couple of hay bales or straw bales around it. I'm going to put another one here. This one will probably be completely thawed just because of the way the metal and it being insulated like that. This one's just plastic. It's open. That's the way it goes. I fill these these are 2.5 gallons of water. These get filled daily, and they drink, the chickens and the ducks drink through that. And so that's a daily one. But the main one that helps us are these two. So these are 5 gallons each. But beneath it, right here, these are heating basins. And so when the temperature drops to 32, those turn on and keep your water warm. A great thing to work with, to have, because it allows you to, just fill it up and forget it. So during the really cold stuff, I mean, that'll last probably 4 to 5 days easily. And so we can feed our chickens, water our chickens, and ducks, and they're good to go. Now I've got it elevated just a little bit to make sure that so the straw and dirt doesn't get into there. Because again, ducks are dirty. So hey guys, there's Chubbs. Hi Chubbs. Okay. We have this pole in here. This is for our guineas. They get on top of there. This is where they sleep. This is our quack shack. That's going to get renovated. I've got to build a wall here. I've got to clean out a lot of this. We weren't quite ready for all the ducks that we got, but it's working out for us so far. Back to watering. Inside of here, man, what are all my ducks doing over there? I guess they're just exploring. Anyway, inside of here, our greenhouse, this thing warms up enough to where that container without a heater will warm up every day, thaw out, and water the chickens. And then inside the greenhouse, even though these are open, it gets into the 60s and 70s in there. Now we're going to cover these up in the next couple of days so it'll really stay warm during the day into the evening hours, and that's going to be for our greenhouse. Now for more of the water, during the warmer time, okay, during the day, I bring the hose out, all right? And then from that hose, fill up as I need to. And then as the weather, cools off during the day, I know, guess what it's time to do? Bring the hose over, drain it out again for the next couple of days. So I just wait a few days for it to warm up again. Now what if we just had this hard cold snap, right? Let's see if I can undo this with one hand. That's what I'm trying to do now. Yes. So what about these cold snaps that we've been having? Okay, how do I water during that? Well, I've got a 5-gallon bucket, and that 5-gallon bucket, I will go back and forth to water as necessary. So I'll go inside. Oh man, I got snot running. Oh, that's so gross. Probably got that on video. But I will go and fill up the 5-gallon bucket. If it's warm enough, like into the hot, maybe the mid 30s, I'll use the spigot outdoor, okay, to fill it up. But otherwise, I'll just take it inside, fill it up on the inside, and it takes me a couple runs to fill some of these containers up, but it's worth it in the end. And then if I'm using the hose like I did today, I come grab it, pull it down this hill, and then just set this guy down, and the water start running out. I'll go back up. And so right now, as the water is going to start running down, the problem that you'll have, at least on ours, we have, and I do recommend you do this. I recommend that you get a splitter like this, okay? There we go. Now that vacuum is ended. If you just have that hooked up directly, if you have it hooked up directly into the spigot, and it's not split like that, there's no air to flow. And so you're going to get a vacuum seal, and you're not going to flow as well. It'll still drain, but it's just going to take longer. Hope you track with that. So I get that, and I have that for two reasons. One, a couple hoses. You know, one, we drag out all the way out to the garden, because when this house was built, they didn't put spigots and whatnot out here, which is interesting because they had horses. I think a cow at one point, the last owners did. And so because of that, you figure they would have had some water at one point, but they didn't. Well, that's fine. And now this hose, I'm going to have to basically be lifting this up as I talk to you. Because the idea now is, as I put this over my shoulder, I'm pushing the water out, and it's going to the other end. So that's just my way of draining this one specifically. And then I'm going to keep it in the garage for the next time. So it's another good day, which will actually be Saturday. So tonight we are getting down to like 9 degrees. Ooh, it's going to be nice and cold. Not really thrilled about that. The ducks will be fine. The chickens will be fine. And then the weather's going to be in the 50s on Saturday. So I'll get out on the bees, and I got to give them some feed. So hopefully get a video of that, show you what's going on. But that's kind of what we deal with the water for our ducks and our chickens. It's worked out great. And of course, they will drink all these little puddles as well. So it works out. Quack Shack number 1, that one's going to be closing down. We're going to move the 11 ducks that are in here. They're going to move it to that outer building here, and all the ducks will be together. They're hanging out. Life is good, but that's our water for the winter. Hope that helps you. For any farmer that's out there, a new homesteader, that's kind of how we've been doing it. As we improve, we'll let you know. With that being said, this is Mike. Have a great one.